Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're spilling the beans on 10 jaw-dropping games you started with stars in your eyes and then ditched them like a soggy gym sock. These titles are amazing, but most of us never saw the credits roll, and I've got the stats, the stories, and the laughs to prove it. Hit that subscribe button if you're already feeling called out, and let's dive into the carnage.
Make of thyself that which ye desire. Be it a lord, be it a god. But should ye fail to become aught at
From Software's 2022 open world title is a love letter to exploration, golden fields, creepy dungeons, and bosses that make you question your life choices. You're basically a medieval Bear Grylls with a sword, but Steam says only 36% nabbed the Elden Lord achievement. Why? It's a 100-hour beast with a difficulty curve that's steeper than Mount Everest. Melanir's waterfowl dance alone has wrecked more controllers than a toddler's tantrum. Plus, who's got time to find all 165 bosses? Not us apparently. Nintendo's 2017 masterpiece is freedom incarcerated. Climb anything, fight with a stick, tame a horse that actually hates you. It's Hyrule's ultimate sandbox, yet only 27% of Switch players beat Ganon, per trophy data. But why, you ask? Well, you're probably distracted chasing 900 Koroks, those little poop seed guys, or building a Tarrey Town love shack. Fun fact, the final boss is optional, so half of us just said, Zelda's fine up there, and peaced out.
Hey, you bastard! Hold her right there! God damn it. Come on.
Rockstar's 2018 Cowboy Saga is a cinematic gut punch. Arthur Morgan's redemption arc hits harder than a saloon brawl. The world's so detailed you can smell the whiskey, but PSN trophies show only 28% finished it. But why, you ask? It's a 60-hour slow burn, 20 minutes to ride across the map, 10 more to pet every dog, and also that fishing mission. I'd rather herd cats in real life. Too gorgeous, too long. You could probably say that the saddle sore set in.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
From 2011, this is the soul-crushing classic. Every corner hides a trap. Every victory feels like a Nobel Prize. And the bonfire vibe. Mwah! Chef's kiss. But Steam says only 29% beat Gwen, the Lord of Cinder. But why? It's a masochist dream. Ornstein and Smo tag team you into next week. And Brighttown's frame rate is its own boss fight. And fun fact, the praise the sun gesture was born here, but most of us were too busy praising the quit button. Team Cherry's 2017 indie gem is a Metroidvania wonderland. Eerie tunes, silky combat, and a bug kingdom that's pure poetry. But only 31% of Steam players beat the Hollow Knight. But why? Well, it's a maze of misery, lost in a deep nest with no map, screaming at the White Palace's buzzsaw, or crying to Nightmare King Grimm's soundtrack of pain. Fun nugget, there's 47 endings, but most of us didn't even get one. We're halfway done. Smash that subscribe button if you've ghosted one of these beauties. I won't judge much. Square Enix 2010 JRPG is a visual feast. Crystal Worlds, a battle system that slaps, and lightning iconic glare. But PS3 stats say only 22% finished it. And why? Well, it's a 20-hour corridor with no freedom. It feels like a tutorial on rails. Snow's I'm a hero shit grates on you, and the plot's a fever dream of nonsense. But fun fact, it sold 7 million copies, but most of us bailed before Cocoon fell. This 2015 Wii U epic is a sci-fi buffet. Pilot mercs explore a planet bigger than your backlog and vibe to that with a killer soundtrack, but fan estimates peg finishers at 20%. And why, you ask? Well, it's a 100-hour slog with side quests like collect 50 alien toenails. The story's flatter than a pancake, and the UI's a puzzle NASA couldn't solve. And fun fact, they've just released the new definitive edition, so if you're one of those 80% who never finished it, you've got a chance. And we have another From Software's game. This 2015 Gothic gem is a blood-soaked thrill ride. Fanatic fights, Yharnam dripping with dread, and the Chalice dungeon grind. PSN says only 26% beat the Moon Presence. But why, you ask? Well, it's relentless. Father Gascoigne, your wake-up call, and Ludwig's Moon Horse screeches haunt your dreams. And fun fact, the make contact gesture takes 30 seconds to pose, but most of us didn't last that long. Capcom's 2006 gem is a watercolour dream. You play as a sun goddess wolf, paint the world alive and feel the zen. Estimates say under 30% finished it. And why? Well, it's a 40-hour slow burn. It takes 10 hours to ditch the training wheels, plus Issun's non-stop yapping tests your sanity. Fun tidbit, it won Game of the Year awards, but we left Ami howling at the moon.
In the great city, at the end of the world, there's a dead body behind the hostile cafeteria, and a strike that's about to become a war.
2019's indie darling is a narrative knockout. There's no combat, just a hungover cop solving a murder with his brain. Steam says 34% finished it. And why? Well, it's a 30-hour novel, dialogue trees deeper than a Tolkien book, and your inner voices roast you non-stop. Ancient reptilian brain says quit, and you listen. Fun fact, you can die from sitting in a chair wrong. Peak chaos, but too much for most. And that's our list, 10 masterpieces we loved but left. Which of these broke your resolve? Spill your shame in the comments, I'm reading every one. If this hits your gamer soul, like, subscribe and ring that bell for more. I'll catch you in the next one, legends.